Manchester United fans obsessed with their local, noisy neighbour rivals Manchester City. Whether you're a Manchester United fan that was born, brought out between your mother's legs by the sheer greatness and hands of Sir Alex Ferguson on the centre circle of Old Trafford, whilst listening to the delights of Mancunian music, or born in a log cabin somewhere in Scandinavia, whether you talk about, laugh at, read something about, tweet about a defeat, talk about a red card, Champions League failure, an empty stadium, whenever you mention Manchester City in any way, shape or form, you are chastised with the word of "you're obsessed, you're obsessed." Is it obsession? Is it obsession? What are the, we just spoke, what are the jokes? Not getting out your Champions League group, not filling your stadium, etc. It's called banter. It's a bit of a laugh. Manchester City, to United fans, I'm speaking through experience and through having lots of friends that are born and bred in Manchester as well, are inept. Okay? They're on the peripheral. They're immaterial. United are not obsessed. I doubt you occupy, invade our minds often enough to warrant such a description. United have an ever-growing global fan base. Most people are relatively jealous of that. But over the years, Man City have chastised, as I've already mentioned. They throw mud and dirt. It's most clubs, not just Man City, everybody's one small piece of solace in a debate, in a bit of banter, in a bit of abuse of Man United. Your fans are not from Manchester! Your fans are not from Manchester! Nonsense. Everybody knows that is nonsense, and Manchester Evening News proved that a few years ago. There's millions and millions of fans worldwide are led by the local fans, by the lads and lasses from Salford and from Manchester and the surrounding areas. I know when I first started going to games, I was taught not just about Manchester United, spoke to about history, stories of this, that and the other, but also about the culture, the history, the food, the music that comes from such a wonderful city that I lived in and absolutely fell in love with. They also told us about the relatively poor history of Manchester City, their arrogance and their almost nonsense point scoring for years and years about the highest floodlights and the greenest grass. And all of this accumulated with their failure made them hate, with an absolute passion, hate Manchester United. I remember working in a phone shop. Man City fans would not buy Vodafone because they sponsored United. How pathetic is that? You don't see United fans now not putting petrol in their car because the oil may have come from the Middle East somewhere. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. But I tell you this, since you became rich, you've started to be a little quieter. You no longer chastise us from having fans from all around the world, which isn't wrong, by the way, because I'll tell you a little fact. Manchester United have had a global fan base for decades, not just since the Premier League began. There was a London supporters club. I'm part of one now, but there has been one since the 1950s that remained loyal and dedicated through the 60s, 70s, and the dreadful 80s. They were still there week in, week out. Yes, the Premier League has enabled United to grow commercially. But I don't think it's a bad thing that over 500,000 Malaysians will get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch Man United away at Burnley. That is something to celebrate, to clap and applaud. That is dedication. It's nothing to laugh about that somebody 3 times a year spends £2,000 flying halfway across the world to sit in the stadium and cheer on Wayne Rooney, to see Manchester United play and perform. There is nothing to laugh at with that. That is something that every club in the world aspires to be like. But back to Man United being obsessed. So ever since you've become successful, you stop talking about having 32,000 fans when you're in League One. You stop talking about having salt and pepper on your hot dog stands. What you now do is what a lot of, that rich kid at school who has everything, his parent doesn't have to work hard, doesn't have to do a paper round. You gloat. Okay, you gloat and you dwell upon your own success with such arrogance. And what really gets to people is that you take pleasure Okay, you have malignant pleasure in the misfortune of other clubs. You laugh, you giggle. Ha ha ha, we've got money. Ha ha ha, you ain't. Consistently. There's no class about your actions. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You are like the equivalent of Mickey Carroll. The footballing equivalent of Mickey Carroll. Some pikey with no money who suddenly wins the lottery and moves into a beautiful area of the country but still wants to go banger racing and have crackheads around his house. You relish in every single piece of negative news. Poor result. Flop of a signing. Anything wrong with Manchester United, you relish. Ever since Munich, right up until Aguero's winner. For years and years and years. You have hated us. So whenever there's been something, a quantum of solace to hang on to attack us with, you have done that. You continue to triumph and fly this mythical flag of being the local champions, the people's champions, a local club who have gone through troubled times, but everybody loves us. It's nonsense. A local club with morals, a foundation, zero plastic fans, and definitely no outside support. Absolutely none. Manchester City are significant in football now. Only a fool would deny that. You have had relative success, you've won Premier Leagues, you have been in the Champions League, and you've won FA Cups as well. Gary Cook, your old chief executive, you know, the one who sent a disgusting email about cancer to a player's mother, once said that you would grow to be bigger than Manchester United. Well, fair play. Take Manchester United on, see if you can do it. There is no harm in that. Your commercial models, the way you're growing, your youth system, match days, kind of mirrors Manchester United, don't you think? The way you're trying to now gain a global fan base, buying clubs in New York, in Australia, pre-season tours all around the world. You see blue shirts popping up in sports stores everywhere. Kind of funny that, don't you think? Day trippers, international fans, Cockney Reds. Some don't like them. Some don't like me. But as a collective, we are essential for Manchester United being deemed, classified, classed as, proven to be the biggest football team in the world. You go on about being local. Whereabouts in Manchester is your owner from? Where are the oil rigs digging up those billions of pounds of oil money in Manchester? Your players. Where are your Mancunian born and bred? From Longsight, from Wythenshawe, from Stockport maybe. Maybe even Bramall. Where are they? Anyone from Denton? Where are your local players? Your manager? Definitely not local. Your sponsors? Are your sponsors local? No. Etihad. That means United. So no localness about your club anymore at all. Do you employ local people? Yes. But England, and Manchester especially, is an extremely metropolitan, multicultural environment. So even then, you've got employees from all around the world. So where is this local mentality? The fans? Oh, the fans that are now popping up everywhere because of your success. It's kind of funny that. You are a minor pain. You're an inappropriate wart. A malignant, benign, pussy little piece of skin that has now been popped. You are there, but your ivory tower is crumbling. No longer can you hypocrisize Manchester United, your view on Manchester United. No longer can you throw out these hypocritical, double standard views of our fan base, the way we're set up commercially. Because I tell you what, FC United of Manchester didn't want the Glazers to take over. They weren't happy with the commerciality and branding of Manchester United. They decided to stop support. They were so assured, and so behind their beliefs, they acted with conviction, and they stopped supporting United, and they set up another club not too far down the road. They don't have shirt sponsors. They're that far against it. And I just ask you this: there isn't an obsession with Manchester City, no way, shape or form. All Man United fans do, as I say, whether local, whether they're from abroad, from London like me, is just throw a little bit of banter, a bit of abuse, a bit of debate, a bit of direction back at you for the decades and decades of local fans, glory hunters, plastic, all about money, it's not about football. We've got 32 fans in League One, what would you have? You are now the same as us. You are sitting there, you're a cat, and you are trying to bark. But remember, you are a cat now as well. There is no obsession. It is just throwing a bit of dirt back at you for a bit of a giggle, to laugh at you for the years and years of continual chastising, hypocrisy and nonsense thrown at us. So I ask you this. I challenge you on this, Manchester City fans. If you despise the way Manchester United go about their business, grow their fan base, have all this commerciality and success, if we haven't done it in a local, traditional, I'm still living in the 1920s way, why do you still wear a blue shirt? Why are you still obsessing with the Poznan, cheering a new manager every 2 years? Why are you accepting this money from your owners if you are against it? Why are you happy for your club to buy New York, the club in New York, to grow your fan base? Why are you happy for Manchester United shops and stores to be popping up all over the place and to have blue shirts on sale all around the country? If you hate what United did so much, quit supporting your club and go and support Oldham. Maybe even go and support Stockport or Bury, another local-based club. But I can assure you of this: if an owner came in there with billions of pounds and bought one of those smaller clubs, they would do the same thing again. Everybody aspires to be like Manchester United. It's why we're everybody's cup final. And come this Sunday, you're going to be in that same boat. There is nothing wrong with fans from all around the world. You must respect local traditions, that's absolutely right. Learn from the lads and ladies, as I say, from Salford and Manchester. Listen, work out what's acceptable in the ground and not. Like selfie sticks, no. I make videos, I don't get my camera out once when I'm in the stadium. Things like that you have to learn. But to chastise it and moan at it and attack it is a disgrace, because you are hypocrites. And hypocrites are the worst form of people out there. So I'll answer my question myself. We're not obsessed with you. All this is like turning a mirror back on the self-obsessed, self-righteous fools sitting in an ivory tower for years and years and years of nonsense and spouting of just utter vibrational shite out of your mouth at Manchester United. We don't hate you, we pity you. We don't really worry about you. You're a big player right now whilst you've got some money, whilst there's you've got the likes of Aguero and Toure and you're doing well. But are you going to be around forever? Not unless you suddenly gain plastic fans and a global fan base like us. That's my rant. That's my tantrum over for today. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you all again very, very soon.